let's play some AI Dungeon. Last night, I was playing some of this with my sister and brother-in-law multiplayer. And the first story was probably the worst story we have ever written on this game. And then the second one was absolutely hysterical, and I had to tweet it. I had to tweet some of it, the very end. And so I went and I upgraded to the platinum plan, or whatever it is. So let's see. I'm going to poke around and look at some of the options. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I also bought a couple of the worlds. So... oh, wow. These are... what is this? Oh, are these ones that I can make? I have no idea what that is. I bought Maelstrom, and I'm very, very close, like 1 or 2 days away from getting Tyrannus. So I'm definitely going to pick that one up. Let's see what Basathius is. Oh, that one's cool, but yeah, I'm going to save up for this one. Okay, but you know what? I'll toy around with the worlds off stream. Let's do a prompt. That's a good one to mess around with until people show up today. Okay. We're gonna go as vague as possible and see if the AI can grasp anything from this. You exist. You are part of this world. You always will be one. It's like a motivational speech right now. Okay, I accidentally redid. You exist in a world of your own, where you are the only one who can see or hear what is going on. You have no friends or family to speak of. This is a little bit dark. This is a little bit dark. You think to yourself that the void is the only friend you need. You stop thinking about it and just go with your gut feeling. You don't know why, but you feel like this might be the right thing to do. You saved the girl. 5 points. This is terrible already. This is as bad as it gets. You say, hello? You say hello out loud a few times, but nobody answers. You know what? Oops. Yeah. I'm gonna bail on this story idea, because this is going nowhere. Okay. We'll go custom. Morrowind 2? Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What's the guy's name again? Not even last night's storms could wake you. It starts with a J, I think. Giep or Giep. What's that guy's name? Giep. Thank you. Okay. Let's get this started. You are about... Oh, okay. Your name is John. You've been falsely imprisoned in a maximum security prison for a crime you did not commit. Your cellmate, Gieb, remarks at how you slept so deeply last night that not even the storms could wake you. You're about to ask him if he has any idea what time it is, and you hear a voice outside the door. It sounds like someone is trying to break through it, but then again, who knows? You peer through the door. You peek up the door and see a man dressed in black clothing, as always, standing near the entrance. He is holding something in his hand. You can't tell what it might be. The man looks around before speaking. This game likes its mysterious men in suits. I'm guessing a bunch of people play Slenderman on here. Is there anyone there, he asks. You step out of the cell and creep up to the door. The man jumps when he sees you before putting on a smile. The cell was unlocked? What's going on here? Please, I must talk to you, the man says. You step back towards the door and peer around him. Is this the Emperor? Who are you? I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Brother Ganon, a priest at the Holy Monastery of Mara? She's one of the Temple of Mara. Right? Oh my god. He says, gesturing to his robes. This is hard to explain. I was so expecting a, like, oh, prison story, like Shawshank Redemption or something, and boom. Okay. Yeah, really. You begin jumping to level up your acrobatic skill as you listen to Ganon. How did you get here, you ask? You give him a prompt to start. It wouldn't be a true Elder Scrolls game if I wasn't jumping everywhere. As I said, I'm a priest of Mara, the goddess of love. Well, the patron deity of marriage, actually. I run the local chapel here in Kavak and preside over the wedding. A terrible place, I hear. You listen to Ganon's words. I should put on Elder Scrolls music. I bet it's not DMCA because it's from a game, right? Right? Okay, let me see. Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm just checking some. Dang. DMCA. Should I? Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Should I play some Elder Scroll soundtrack to get in the mood for this? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel like most game soundtracks should probably be fine, but I know that there are some exceptions. I saw that Fallout 76. Oh, actually, it makes sense that Fallout isn't, because Fallout always uses like real old jazz songs, you know? Okay. There we go. I kept the music going so there's no dead air. I'm getting married today, Ganon says, approaching your cell door. What? You ask in disbelief? Here, I'll lower the volume a little. Okay. What? You ask in disbelief? You were surprised. You gained 1 point. Okay. What do you need from me? I need you to stand in for the bride, Ganon exclaims. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. I'm not sure if you heard him correctly, so you ask him to repeat himself. Oh, brother Ganon. I need you to stand in for the bride. If she isn't here in 5 minutes, the wedding is off. I must have forgotten to tell her about it yesterday. Oh, does she doesn't know you guys are getting married? If I agree to stand in as your bride, you'll help me leave this prison? Oh yes, definitely. The door is locked, but if you stand close to it, I can open it with ease, Ganon says. You think over Ganon's offer. You say, give me the clothes and I'll do it. Great. Now stay right there. I'll be back with them in a moment, Ganon says. You wait patiently for him to return. Yeah, he's just like, calls the priest like, hey, I'm getting married. Okay, I'll be there. Where's your bride? Shit, I forgot to propose. Oh shit, I need someone to cover. I'll go to the prison and get them. Yeah, really. The only person he told was the priest. Okay. After a few minutes, you hear footsteps approaching. Ganon returns in a set of maid's clothing in his hands. He throws them at you before turning around and averting his gaze. Here he shouts. You're right, he is! Oh my god! He's like, I have to marry someone else in 15 minutes. I don't have time. You get changed into the bride disguise. As you put on the white dress, Ganon turns around and faces you. All right, that'll do, he says. Ganon grabs the key and heads towards your cell door. Ugh. Wait, you changed into some of my best clothes, you exclaim. What? Sorry, but once I let you out, we're heading straight to the wedding, he says, pushing the door open. What was this place called again? Like Kavok or something? K-A-V-O-K, something like that. You follow Ganon to the Temple of Mara. You follow Ganon through the street. Oh, great. Through the streets of Kavok. The town has a lot more people than you expected, and all of them are human. Ooh. Humans. You're following... Okay. Yeah, Mike the Liar, Hermione Granger. I'm not sure if you just heard half a sneeze. I muted, I think, mid-sneeze. Okay. You follow Ganon through the streets of... But the only difference... Wait, you've never seen a human town before, but the only difference is that everyone is human. Ah! Oh my god. I don't know how to ask. Maybe I should do it in story mode. I'm a Quillar. A species of anthropomorphic porcupines. Maybe he's getting married to a Quillar, and he's like, they won't know the difference. They won't know the difference. Okay. So we're a new Morrowind race, a new Elder Scrolls race. So far, this is pretty much an average Elder Scrolls game. Thus far, we'll see what happens. Ganon leads you to a large temple dedicated to the worship of Mara, goddess of love. He pushes through the door and you walk inside. Ganon, is that you? A woman's voice says. You turn around and see a young woman in a pure white dress and a floral pattern approaching you. She has blonde hair and blue eyes and is very pretty. Is this the bride? The real bride? Hello, Jacqueline. I brought you a substitute bride, Ganon says. A substitute? Jacqueline asks, turning to you. Wait, who am I marrying? Yeah, really. A Quillar. Yeah, I can see some problems with that. Wait, who am I marrying? You wonder who you're supposed to be the bride of. Then you're probably hit in the face by Ganon's fist. Your quills spring up and his hand is stuck in your forehead. Sorry! Yeah, Dark Elf all the way. Sorry, he says, removing his hand from your quills. Ganon, you exclaim. The one responsible for your capture. Jacqueline explains. Now, come on. We have to get married. I still don't know. Am I getting married to Ganon? I guess I'll find out. You follow them to the altar. You follow Jacqueline and Ganon up to the altar. A large crowd has gathered, all watching you. You spot David in the crowd. He winks at you as the priest begins the wedding ceremony. Yeah, this is Sheogorath. Did you know all the Daedra are like named after developers of the original Elder Scrolls games? So like Julianos is named after a coder named Julian. Sheogorath is named after a dude named Theodore. Yep. By the way, something that should interest you. So, Daggerfall, in a way, is the most complex Elder Scrolls game. And clearly it's really dated. But it did some really freaking crazy things. It has a far more complex faction system than the others. And Morrowind is what really streamlined it. But it also, Morrowind had a really cool setting. The coder Julian, I think, kind of had a falling out with the direction that the series was going at a certain point, because he liked the like just crazy open, full of options and complex systems kind of thing. Anyways, he's joined with a group of people, including a YouTuber that's called Indigo Gaming, who's becoming their kind of PR guy, I believe. And they've started working on a game which the attempt is to use AI storytelling. It's going to be an RPG, but the idea is whatever direction you walk in, the quests will unfold in the direction that you go, essentially. Yeah, Daggerfall, it's one of those things that I find with games. Yeah, I find with games you can go back as far, maybe slightly farther, but you can generally go back as far as you experienced, right? So, like, I can go back to Doom. I love Doom. I can go back to, like, Genesis, Super NES. I love that. But once you start dipping older than that, it becomes harder, other than, like, a novelty. But you know what? Honestly, unfortunately, I even find Morrowind a little hard to play now. Just because of it feels so stiff to me now. Yeah. But regardless of that, there is some really, really fascinating stuff in Daggerfall. Like, it's really cool. Sorry for anyone watching. I'm not going to stay on the screen forever. But it's just really cool that it's like, the factions aren't just like, oh, the Imperials in this region, the bandits here. It's like, you'll have a count, and the count has some, like, ties to certain royalty in different areas, and then has certain people they hate. And if you do a quest that results in someone dying, then maybe a count in another area will have resentment for you. And it creates these, like, really complex webs of relationships that are super difficult to predict. Okay. You follow Jacqueline and Ganon up to the altar. A large crowd has gathered, all watching you. You spot David in the crowd. He winks at you, and the priest begins the wedding ceremony. Why is there always a David? Is he going to be like, you know, David from the Bible, and then take me to hell like the other one? You think you remember? Or is he the ghost who stole my wife the other day? You think you remember? He was the one who tracked you down in the woods and sold you out to the guild. You'll never forget that cute smile of his as he did it. Okay. You were mean to the traitor. You gained 2 points. Empathy bot. That one little thing you said there has a lot of twists and turns. Wait, did it say the same? Okay. Participate in the wedding. Wait. Whisper to Ganon. If I'm pretending to be the bride, what is her name? What? He whispers back. If I'm the bride, what's the name of the bride? You repeat. Ganon turns to you. What difference does that make? Well, my real name is Quilber. So I want to know the bride's name. So you are marrying her and not me. Quilber. Ganon, marry this one. She's right. We need to get married, Jacqueline interrupts. Fine, he says, turning to face the priest and Jacqueline. Her name is Jacqueline. What? I am not understanding what is actually happening right now. The priest begins to speak. Dearly beloved, we are here today together to bring together this man and this. He pauses and looks at you. Oh God. I didn't need to deal with some interspecies racism. This porcupine. He turns back to the altar and speaks louder. This man and this woman. I object, you interrupt. What? I object to the disdain in your voice when you said porcupine. I'll continue the ceremony. But the bride, the priest starts to say. I don't care about the bride. Continue, you exclaim. The priest sighs and looks at the crowd. You wait for the priest to continue the wedding ceremony. It takes a moment before he continues. Do you, Ganon, take Jacqueline to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love and cherish till death do you part? This is weird. Why am I even here? Yes, I. Wait. You say. Yes, I. Jacqueline. And wink at Ganon. As actually, and wink at the audience. Continue. Oh wait, do you Ganon? Dang it. Derp. I'm sorry, I'm not good at this. The crowd waits silently for Ganon to answer. Do you? The priest asks again. Ganon looks at you, and you nod encouragingly. I do, he says quietly. You must say it louder so the crowd can hear you, the priest says. I do, Ganon looks nervous. Just speak from your heart. I can't. I've never been good with words, he says. What? You had me at hello. I was trying to say, make what you had me at hello. Oh, you respond, remembering that line from the film Jerry Maguire. That's from a film, Ganon exclaims. You're watching movies now, Ganon? Oh no, what have I done? I just wrote you respond. All right, keep it clean. No movies, the priest snaps. Okay. This is a stupid story. Let's get to the Morrowinding. The priest sighs. Do you, Ganon, take Jacqueline to be your wife? You promise to love her more than movies? I do, Ganon answers, looking at Jacqueline. Empathy bot thinks I made a wedding promise just now for some reason. I now pronounce you. They didn't even. Why did you need a substitute bride if you didn't even ask if the bride accepts? What are the laws in this world? This must be Morrowind era, because this is some backwards shit. I now pronounce you man and wife. You may now. The priest begins before interrupting the. Wait. The priest begins before being interrupted by the crowd. Boo! You lean in and kiss Jacqueline. You lean in and give Jacqueline a quick peck on the cheek. Aw, the crowd coos. Thank you, Quill. Jacqueline replies, of course. You were nice to Jacqueline. You gain 2 points. I was trying to make things get more chaotic by kissing her, because I was going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm confused. But everyone's like, oh. They were booing the priest for watching movies and marrying her, and then I just went in for the kiss, and they're like, oh, that's cute. Of course, you answer. Thank you for saving my daughter, the king addresses you. If there's anything my kingdom can offer you, just name it. You think quickly. I want my freedom. And what else should I get? Maybe a castle. I want my freedom and maybe a castle. Done, the king says, smiling. You can have any castle you want. Which one would you like? Your castle is nice. It's yours, the king says. Jacqueline squeals with glee and hugs you tightly as the crowd applauds your choice. You and Jacqueline turn to Ganon, who smiles. This is how every wedding should go. Hooray! Now we'll all be living together. I suppose we have more rooms now, the king says nervously. You mean I have more rooms? I'm not moving in with them. I'm getting their castle. Yes, of course, the king exclaims. The king looks at the priest, and the priest smiles. We have more rooms in our palace, he says. I don't think we're speaking the same language here. It's my castle now. It's my, the king says before stopping, castle? But it's my palace. You gave it to me, remember? Yeah, but the king begins. Ganon looking around nervously, all eyes are on the king. I just remembered I have somewhere to be. I think you're just saying that to get out of giving me the castle you promised. We have a room full of witnesses here. I think you're just saying that to get out of giving me the castle you promised. We have a room full of witnesses here. Please, Ganon, just go, the king begs. Your Majesty, Ganon says, bowing his head. Sherilyn, I shall see you later. You have a Sherilyn now? What about Jacqueline? No wonder you wanted more rooms. Everyone. We have a wedding to attend to. The priest turns to you. We're going to go over the ceremony for today. Is everyone ready? You nod your head. Yeah, Jacqueline. Yes, Ganon. Uh-huh, you answer, still feeling awkward about the situation. Great, let's go through this one more time. We'll start with what the groom vows. I feel like some things have gone a little bit out of order here. The priest smiles at you. You, Quill, promise to support and cherish Jacqueline until death you part. Kiss Jacqueline again. Oh god, I always hate when you have that with photos. With band photos, I have that so often. Okay, everyone, stand and smile. Look to the left, blah, blah. Okay, now everyone, let's jump and wave your arms. And I'm always like, oh. Oh. You lean over the altar and gently press your lips against Jacqueline's, who kisses you back. The priest chuckles as you pull away from her. And that's why I do my weddings in this church. You kiss the king. You turn to the king and lean in and give him a quick peck on the cheek as well. But you bite down on his ear instead. He screams in pain. I don't like you. Oh, sorry. That's a Quillar tradition. It's a sign of respect. You bit the king. You gain 5 points. Oh, sorry. That's a Quillar tradition. It's a sign of respect. Oh, the king says, cradling his bleeding ear. Just let me heal that for you, the priest says, waving his wand at the king. Let's get this ceremony over with. I want to train my sneak ability. Boop, 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 ba. Who wants this quill guy to start the ceremony? The priest asks, getting ready to rush through the ceremony. I do, you and Ganon say in unison. The priest laughs. Very well then, Quill. Now, does the bridesmaid or groom take the ring? I do, Jacqueline says, walking up to the priest and taking the ring. This is like some weird-ass musical chairs or something. The rings are exchanged, and now it's time for the kissing. You, Jacqueline, take Ganon to be your husband in sickness and in health. I do. Lean in and kiss Jacqueline. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a three-way marriage. Hey, what was that for? Jacqueline asks as you quickly turn to look at the priest. For luck, you say with a cheeky grin. He said it was time for the kissing. At least I didn't bite her ear off. Oh, I see what you did there, Jacqueline chuckles. Well, I hope you're ready for the rest of it. Bring it on. I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna say... The priest continues the ceremony. I'm worried about what the rest of it means. The priest continues the ceremony. You and Jacqueline recite your vows, promising to stay together through the good and the bad. Eventually, you're pronounced husband and wife. You lean in for a sweet wedding day embrace. Get a room. Who said this? Is this Ganon getting jealous? A man with messy brown hair that covers his eyes is looking at you, wearing a chainmail shirt, and a sword is attached to his belt. He looks at you and rolls his eyes. David? It's Patrick, actually. Oh, sorry, I haven't seen you since we were kids. You look at the people staring at you. What are you doing here? Get a room. I'm here for the wedding, obviously. You stare at him in disbelief. What? He asks. This is my wedding day. Why are you even here? Because Ganon's my friend, and Jacqueline's my friend, and as their friend, I should be there to support you. You raise an eyebrow. Since when are you and Jacqueline friends? Oh, Patrick. Well, she's been working at the tavern as a barmaid for a while now. You shake your head in disbelief. Oops, I accidentally hit enter there. Let's go, dear, Jacqueline says. That was an accidental enter. We're not married yet. We have... Yes, we are, you say. You stare Patrick down. Fine. You and Ganon, go have your stupid wedding. Okay. You ask Jacqueline how old she is again. 22, she answers. You look in disbelief. That can't be right. When I was a kid, you were only 16. Well, time flies, right? You sigh in relief, realizing you should have asked this question much sooner. Oh, good. I'm glad you're actually old enough to be getting married now. Come on, let's go. Patrick walks out of the tavern, and you follow. Jacqueline, it's been real. It's been... Actually, here, one second. Say, Jacqueline, it's been real. It's been nice. But it hasn't been real nice. And then hop away repeatedly, leveling up. And hello, doctor. Welcome back. How are you doing? Leveling up your acrobatic skill. Okay, we're now out of the tutorial of Elder Scrolls 6. Let's could you imagine if someone from Bethesda was in chat like, this is gold, we gotta incorporate this. Quillars, why did we never think of those? Jacqueline, I'm glad we had our fun, but things have to change. This can't continue. Why not? She says with a pout. Yeah, really. Oops. What the heck? Okay. I need to level up some stats. I can't do that tied down with an old ball and chain in a castle. We gotta get to the good stuff. I need to level up some stats. I can't do that tied down with an old ball and chain in a castle. She looks at you with a frown. I don't like the way you're talking about marriage. Yeah, well, I don't like the way you're talking about my ball and chain. Yeah, really. You take that back. Make me, old ball and chain. She grabs a nearby knife and holds it up to you. You laugh, and the rest of the party crowds around you. I am the one who owns the castle here. Oops. That makes me king. In the laws of this land, people, arrest this woman. I'm the one who owns the castle here. That makes me king in the laws of this land. People, arrest this woman. Your citizens quickly comply, grabbing Jacqueline. She sputters with rage. You can't do this! I'm a citizen of this town! You lost your citizenship for threatening the king. Hey, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the human/Quillar province in Tamriel, but that's how shit is done here. Now get her out of my sight. I know a friendly face named Giab that could use a new cellmate. Oh, did I write SITE or something? Dang it! Oh well. Now get her out of my sight. I know a friendly face named Giab that could use a new cellmate. You turn to Patrick. You ready, brother? I've been waiting for this for years. The pair of you march outside and watch this. All of a sudden, I don't look dumb. And no one will ever notice. I've done some weirder, like, phonetic spellings than that. Okay. Enter an yeah. Okay, let's get to the Morrowinding. Open world has just unlocked. You enter the alchemical shop. You've been coming here for years, ever since you first got into alchemy. The owner is an older human who goes by the name of Gerald. Gently drape a bucket over Gerald's head so he cannot see you. Then steal all of his soul gems while his vision is impeded. We're going... Guys, we leveled up from Morrowind to Oblivion right now. You gently... Oh, bucked! No! Okay, I gotta undo this. Okay, 1 second. One second. A bucket. Hey, I'm in Canada. We technically have the same queen. She's on our currency, so that means it's real. Where are you from, Doctor? I think Bad Cat is from Wales. Wait. Did I not enter? Oh. You gently drape a bucket over Gerald's head, so he cannot see you. Then you steal all of his soul gems while his vision is impeded. You cover Gerald's eyes with a bucket. Hey, what's going on? Gerald starts to say before you interrupt him. You've lived a good life. Okay. You say and finish him off quickly. You search his body, finding a few soul gems. You collect them in your pack and exit the shop. I just killed him? That's not how you do the Oblivion trick. Ah. I feel... Oh my god, I can't type today. Okay. You save Gerald, you get 5 points. Oh, it's not it's not scrolling down automatically. You revive Gerald. You quickly begin casting the revive spell, and soon you feel his soul returning to his body. You take off the bucket, revealing a confused Gerald. Well, what happened? Some bandit named Jacqueline. Yeah. Killed and robbed you. I've imprisoned her and revived you. So, Doctor, is it like 7 p.m. or like 19 o'clock where you are? You, oh gosh, it's not auto-scrolling. Is there a way to make it auto-scroll again? Okay. Some bandit named Jacqueline killed and robbed you. I've imprisoned her and revived you. Yeah, I'm 5 hours behind. Okay. You explain the situation to Gerald, who listens intently. So I was dead? Yes, that's right. Huh. Guess God thinks I'm a good person. Aw, thanks. But I'm no god. Just a generous king. Aw, thanks, but I'm no god, just a generous king, you smile. So, did she really rob me? Yep, and killed you. Shoot, I was hoping that part was a dream, he says with a chuckle. Have a great day, Fetcher. I need to level up some stats. Man, I really hope that this that this audio doesn't all get muted. I presume it's from a video game that seems to be fine on here, so I presume the OST is okay. But we will find out. Have a great day, Fetcher. I need to level up some stats. Thanks, friend, and I'll do the same. You exit this shop and enter the nearby tavern. It's called the Laughing Tree. Go up to the tavern room labeled King and take a nap. Leveling up. Oops. I don't. Leveling up your stats. You go up the tavern room labeled King and take a nap, leveling up your stats. You enter the tavern's King room. These rooms are the most expensive at the tavern, but they're well worth it. Nice big room with a king-sized four-poster bed. Okay. You take a nap and level up. Oh, the song. Video pause, continue watching. Oh, this is Oblivion soundtrack. Ooh. Okay. We're back. These stats that level up are... Sorry, I've got to turn the volume down a little. Is that good? Oh, geez, my stats are... What the heck? You take a nap. The stats that level up are... What? What's going on? Strength, intelligence, endurance, and... What could that be? Quake? Is that my Quake spell? Charisma. The qua in the qua stat is short for qualification. It represents how many soldiers are actually capable of fighting. Your qualification goes down, they're either dead or too injured to fight. Wilbur's stats level up. Stats, let's say stats and skills level up. His stats are now as follows. Let's get some stats going on. Strength is 3, intelligence is 7, endurance is 3, and away is 3. Is that how awake he is? His skills. What? Speaking Greek? Okay, skills. Alchemy 7, bribery 2, persuasion 5, intimidation 7, speaking Greek 2. Ready. The awa, maybe it's just owa. The awa in the awa skill stat stands is short for ability with attitude. It represents how good of a leader you are. If it goes down, the soldiers are losing morale and faith in their king. Ability with attitude. Okay. Wilbur's acrobatics stat skill is a massive... Watch it. Instead of giving me a number, say like liability. Is a massive 8. You've never seen a number that high in all of the games you've played. Okay. Leap from the second story window to the ground below. Using your massive acrobatics skill of 8 to guide you. Okay. What do we want to do in Tamriel? We've now hit the open world portion. You leap from the second story window to the ground below using your massive acrobatics skill of 8 to guide you. You leap out of the window, falling at terminal velocity towards the ground. That must have been a freaking tall story. You spread your arms and legs as you fall, flying just above the ground as you reach it. I hit terminal velocity, jumping down 1 story. Must have some gravity. That's true. Maybe I like jumped, I pushed my feet off the top of the window so that I could get to maximum speed as fast as I could. He had the highest number acrobatic skill you've ever seen. He couldn't even fit that number on one hand. Well, as a Quillian, or as a Quillar, he could, but the average human couldn't. Okay. Again, searching for a Daedric Shrine. You begin searching for a Daedric Shrine. You continue to proceed through the forest. You know there's a Dagon Shrine somewhere in these woods, as you've hunted lost travelers in these very forests before and seen it with your own eyes. I've hunted lost travelers? For some reason in this playthrough, I think ever since I've like rewritten my typo, I have to scroll down with the mouse wheel to keep the chat going. Okay. You begin to feel ill. Your stomach begins to turn, and your throat is very dry. Take a sip from... What's a Morrowindy drink? Oh, gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, you're right. I'm gonna go back. Actually, you take a sip from your scrib sack. The warm, stale liquid enters your mouth and goes down your throat. You immediately revitalized and are no longer ill. You now feel like you could run a mile. I totally forgot any of the drinks, and so I just drank some scrib. Okay. You take a swig of Cyrodiilic brandy to chase the scrib sack. I'm doing like a reverse chaser. The warm burning liquid enters your throat and goes down. You feel like you have the energy of 10 horses. You continue through the forest. And sorry, I got distracted for a second. And come across a small camp in the middle of it. Okay. Quilber's hoe stat, otherwise known as his horse energy stat, is now depleted. Dang, that brandy didn't last long. Okay. See a Daedric shrine in the midst of the small camp. Was there something in Morrowind called like Scrib Jelly or something? You know what? I would totally, even though Morrowind feels kind of old as hell now, I would totally play one of the modded up Morrowinds on here if I could get a, if it could run at the same time as my stream. I don't know how demanding it is. You approach the shrine and begin chanting Quen's holy incantation. By the power of the 9, the 8, the 1, and the untold, I summon thee. Who's Quen? Is Quen the quill Daedra? Yeah. Like, this is the best computer I've ever had, but it's also not like a beast of a computer. Like, it's really good for like a couple-year-old computer. But okay. By the power of the 9, Quilber succeeds in summoning a Dremora Lord, the powerful warrior of the Dark Maynet. I'm going to be right back. Remind me to unmute my mic when I get back if I don't. Okay, I am back. Okay. What should we do? You have a Dremora Lord in front of us. Huh. Any recommendations?
Murder. Going straight for the... Okay. Do you have a path you want to go about this? Okay. Okay. Hail, Maynet. I have summoned you to give you a magnificent gift. The Dremora looks at you and then looks back at his longsword. And what is the gift, mortal? He asks in a deep voice. The gift of death, you reply. That's actually what I was going to do. Turn your back to the Dremora Lord and impale him with your what's a good a word for like a bunch of something? With your, let's just say, barrage. You leap forward, releasing a barrage of quills at the Dremora Lord. He catches them all in his pawns and begins to laugh. Is that the best you can do, mortal? You laugh and say, look again. As the quills infused with the stolen soul gems explode in his hands. That's right. Off screen, when I went to the bathroom, I did a little bit of enchanting. You guys didn't see that, but I enchanted my quills. You were kind to the Dremora. Let's see. The quills explode, releasing their magical energy and causing a massive shockwave of divine energy that obliterates the Dremora. You feel an influx of souls enter your body, as well as several levels up. We just need to know. I like how you can just like actively retcon shit. It's like he beats me and I'm just like, think again, and I look all cool. Alchemy 1. Okay, cool. You say Daedra, more like Dedra. You continue through the dark woods, slaying all those who oppose you with your vast army of Dunmer slavers? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, well, at least we have dark elves, but I don't know about, well, if we're back in the era of slaving, I guess we have to go back to the Morrowind music. But oh, no. Unfortunately, you encounter a small Imperial camp. Watch this. Approach the Imperials and proclaim, gentlemen, I have found a bunch of illegal slavers You must stop them. Let's get rid of 2 birds with 1 stone. You approach the Imperials and proclaim, "Gentlemen, I found a bunch of illegal slavers. You must stop them." The soldiers look at you, confused. "Why would a loyal Imperial wish to consort with a bunch of Dunmer slavers?" One of them asks. "Long story, sir." "I do not want you... Wait. I want you to arrest or kill them. Think of the crimes against humanity and dunmanity and quillanity they are committing." Manatee, dang it. "I want you to arrest them. Think of the crimes against humanity and dunmanity and quillanity they are committing. The crimes are against Dunmer, not us. I'm pretty sure the only humanity they're committing is a crime of their own." "Are you serious? These bastards sell their own people into slavery." "They do, but it's their people, not ours." "Right. I'm sure the Dunmer would think the same of us and our nation if we were under foreign rule." Say, in that case, you got what you got, and you don't get sad. Exactly. You grab the inside joke out of nowhere. And you grab the Imperial by his neck and throw him at a slaver. The soldier shatters upon impact, his blood and organs flying in all different directions. The other soldiers are shocked by your brutality. "You're killing a fellow soldier over mocking words," one of them says. "I'm killing him over endorsing the slaving of an entire race of elves." "So what? We're not the ones doing it." "Exactly. And you could have stopped it." The soldiers look at each other confused. One realizes the situation, draws his blade. Using your intimidate skill, you say in a booming voice, "You must all now fight to the death. Imperials and slavers. Whichever one survives gets to live." Imperial soldiers, scared by your intimidate, decide to attack you. The battle is fierce, but eventually you overcome a lot of them. You sigh and turn to the slavers. Guess it's your turn now. I like how my character is clearly a psychopathic mass murderer, but I'm like, this is the one line you cannot cross. You approach the slavers and draw your sword. You hack and slash, filling the air with blood and gore. They are no match for you, despite their viciousness and courage. You're a hero. You gain 10 points. Oops. Oops! Capital! You prayed to Mara. Screw that. She's not the goddess of courage, she's the goddess of love, isn't she? Okay. You arrive at the temple, tired of the battle, but alive and well. You walk up to the altar and kneel. Mara, watch over me. You are the goddess of courage. You then stand up and shatter the altar in her grasp, turning to look at the priest, Brother Ganon. Brother Ganon, I have no use for this religion any longer. Oh, well, goodbye then. You walk out of the temple. Shit, I was gonna kill that fetcher. You run after the priest, grabbing him by the shoulder. Yes? Die, fetcher! Oh, I didn't see all this. About what? Your religion. What about it? Die, fetcher. Oh, well. You draw your blade and prepare to swing at him, but he is faster. He draws his dagger and thrusts it into your chest. You fall to the ground, blood flowing from your sword. But we're married. Your last words to him. Your last words are him scoffing at your remark. You die soon after, clutching your blade. After committing the ultimate crime of regicide, Ganon flees to Morrowind, where he becomes the head of an obscure monastery somewhere in the province. The moral of the story is that if you're going to kill a king, make sure you kill everyone. After your death, Jacqueline begins waging a war of vengeance upon the Empire. She manages to maintain control of your nation for some time before she too dies, further weakening the nation. Eventually, the Empire does invade and conquers it. After your death, Giab also, Doctor, if you were still here, did you want to tell us an idea for the next story we do? Is there anything you would like to see? After your death, Giab becomes a beggar on the streets. After your death, Tajali becomes a slave leader in some mine and eventually is executed for killing one of his fellow slaves. After your death, Patrick becomes a priest of Kinnereth, feeling he could serve her best this way. After your death. No worries. I have some ideas. I was just thought, you know, I've given a few other people their share. I mean, their turn. You've been here a lot. You're welcome to chip in with whatever you want. Oh, after your death, your wife kills herself. After your death, David. Yeah, I think the superhero idea would be a good one. After I'm honestly, I was thinking of doing a kind of like My Hero Academia style, like superhero school thing. After your death, David goes on to become a general. He leads the invasion of your nation, personally taking the lives of both you and Jacqueline. What other characters am I missing? After your death, the priest. I don't care about the priest. The Pilar Nation. I do like doing this stupid loose ends thing. The Quillar Nation is conquered by the Empire. It is split apart and distributed as 3 separate colonies, which are under military rule for nearly 4 centuries. After your death, the Doctor from Frostpunk. We've never seen. Ceases to exist. The body count for his kills is in the hundreds, and those are just the ones he personally killed. His ruthless nature means he can never be atoned for what he has done. Wow, Doctor, I didn't know you were like that. And all this time I was welcoming you in chat. I was saying, oh, it's nice to see you. Oh my god, I never knew. After your death. Okay, what's happening to you guys in this world? That's a good way to end this. After your death, 5 pickle morning ceases to exist. The realization that you've killed a king and the guilt of it causes him to cease from picking up his blade ever again. Okay. And that is the story of the Elder Scrolls. Bam. Yeah. Okay. Custom. Your name is... Your name is Lyle. You are attending a college, a university for superheroes. Yet your powers have not yet awoken. In today's class, you have a feeling you will finally unlock your special superpower. Okay. You walk into the classroom and see a bunch of people sitting at desks. Most of them look bored, but one person stands out from the rest. Oh, my music stopped. Okay. Let's see. It's a girl with long black hair that reaches her mid-thighs. She wears glasses and a bright green smile. think to yourself, actually, this girl's name is Shelton. She's your best friend, even though you just met her a few weeks ago. Even your power still hasn't activated. You're fairly certain you'll be a good superhero. You love helping people. And in this day and age, there's always someone in need of help. Is time travel. That means she can go anywhere in the past whenever she wants. You've never traveled in time, but you've heard stories from her about it. I haven't. I like at the very beginning of this stream, I clicked create world, but I haven't explored it. Is that better than doing just like the custom prompt thing I'm doing? It is? Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably that seems like something that maybe I should like create some worlds off stream and then come on stream and play them. Does it just give you like more? Oh, cool. Yeah, I might toy with that. I also might browse some of the other user created ones, but I'm worried about browsing those on stream. Shelton's extremely cool. Okay. Shelton's superhero alter ego is called. Let's hear her superhero name. Chrono. That's cool. And she protects humanity from dangerous time paradoxes. You've gone in the past with her a few times already. Okay. Good morning, Shelton. I mean, Chrono. How are you today? I'm doing great, Lyle. How are you? Great, you reply, sitting next to her. You're a little late for class, but it's not your fault. Oh, really? Oh, you can see user-created prompts, but not worlds. Is that the thing? Does creating worlds like just give it a little bit more of something to hang on to and less like veering off into random directions? Great, you reply, sitting next to her. You're okay. You had to help your mom move some boxes into the garage. Have you noticed anything different about me? Asks Shelton. That's cool. Yeah, your hair is really pretty. You think my hair is pretty, asked Shelton? Yeah, it really frames your face and makes you look like less threatening, you say. Shelton touches her hair a bit. Is that what you meant? Wait, is that what you... Is that What's different today? Why is Shelton liking me? My character's a dweeb. Yes, I just woke up and thought I need a new look, so I tried something new with my hair. What do you think? I think it really brings out your... Oh, cool. Your voice trails off as you see the teacher approaching your row. Good morning, class. I'm glad to see so many of you here early. Maybe we'll start on time today. You whisper to Shelton. I had cool time travel like you. I'd never be late again. If you had my powers of time travel, Lyle, we wouldn't be in this class together. We'd be sitting in the Renaissance era, sipping wine and writing poetry. Okay. Shelton is your female best friend. She has a superhero alter ego. Wait. Her superhero alter ego is named Chrono, or is Chrono. She has the power travel. Okay. Your name is Lyle. I don't really know how these remember things work. I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly, but we'll see. Okay. You giggle awkwardly as the teacher notices. Shelton and Felden? Okay. Lyle? What's so funny about our class? Nothing, Miss Felden. More commonly by her superhero alter ego name. Let's see if it finishes this off. Festivus. She is the defender of liberty and is Festivus, Jesus, and is well respected by the community as a whole. Class, we have a new student joining today. You look at the class door as the new student enters. You see a small, skinny teenage boy with a red hoodie. He enters. His skin is very pale. It's almost as if he never leaves his room or sees the sunlight. That isn't too far from the truth. His name is Kyle. So we have Shelton, Felden, Lyle, and Kyle. His name is Kyle. He's a bit of an outcast. Most of the kids at school either shun him or pick on him all the time. Look at the empty desk to your left and wonder if Kyle will be sitting next to you. You turn your back to face the friend of the class. You notice that Kyle is walking towards the desk right next to you. He notices you looking at him, and he picks up his pace. You whisper to Kyle, "Hi, I'm Lyle. What's your superpower? I bet it's super cool." Kyle takes a seat next to you and ignores the question. He opens up his laptop and begins typing something. You attempt to make conversation, but he's having none of it. You peer at what he is typing on his laptop. Kyle is having a conversation open on Facebook with a few of his friends. Kyle, sup? Not much, Kyle. How's school for you? Eh. God, Kyle turned into such a dweeb instantly. I was like, oh, he's going to be the cool, mysterious, like, dark loner kid. And now he's just like, school's stupid. The fools still don't know I'm the real Kyle. They'll figure it out eventually, man. I hope it is soon. This is boring. When are we doing that thing? Soon. Good. This place is really boring. LMAO. You look at Kyle stunned and say, "Wait, are you the real Kyle?" You peer at Kyle and realize he looks very familiar. He is small, very messy, curly black hair with dark bags under his eyes, which seem to give him a tired look. You were probably at some party where Kyle was a guest. You lose 1 point. He is skinny and looks a bit weak. Kyle notices you staring at him and quickly turns away. Sorry, I zoned out. Can you repeat what you said? You're the real Kyle, aren't you? Yeah, why? But I thought the real Kyle was a lot, bigger. Kyle sighs and shakes his head, then turns around in his chair to face you. I heard what you said to the other kid, says Kyle. You were right. The real Kyle would have been a lot better. Kyle pauses. Yeah, would have been a lot bigger. Kyle pauses and shifts around in his chair uncomfortably. Hey, Wrigglies. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. I'm not the real Kyle, he finally says. Kyle stands up and grabs his chair, pulling it up to the far left side of the room. So, this storyline, we are going with a somewhat My Hero Academia like scenario. The idea is that we are at a university for superheroes. My character, his superpowers have not awakened yet. His name is Lyle. His best friend is a girl named Shelton. Her superhero alter ego is Chrono, and she can time travel. Our teacher is named Mrs. Felton. Mrs. Felden. So we have Shelton and Mrs. Felden. Mrs. Felden's superhero name is Festivus, and she is the Defender of Liberty or something. Then this new kid enters class. He's a gloomy, like, sulky little boy in a red hat. He looks like he's never seen sunlight. He has bags under his eyes, and his name is Kyle. So we have Shelton, Mrs. Felden, Lyle, and Kyle all in class. We don't know his superpower, but we know there's a real Kyle that he might be, who is a lot bigger than he is. So that is, we are all caught up to where we're at in this story. You wish you were better at making a first impression. So the idea is that, yeah, the idea I wanted to do with this superhero thing is, I think it's really funny having the AI come up with your superpowers for you and come up with your superhero names for you. Yeah, we were toying with it last night. My sister, Five Pickle Morning, who was in chat and made this channel art for me, and we were just getting it to come up with powers in this multiplayer story, and it was absolutely hysterical. So we thought we'd test it out here and see how it works in a setting actually catered to that. You sigh and slouch into your chair. You wonder if you can try to become an author. You've always wanted to try writing a comic book or a short story. Yeah, and Rosh. Oh, Rosh. We saved this, like, cat animal, and then we're like, oh, he unveils his special power, and he just turned into a dagger. And then had a billion other powers afterwards. Most of which included smelling things. Okay. Let's see. Your teacher, Festivus's superpower is... Let's figure out what Festivus can do. Control over time? What? Come on, game. This is... No. So now Festivus is the time travel, and Chrono controls plants and plant-like creatures, such as vines and moss. Should I undo, or should I go with this? That's weird. Yeah. It's weird because I have the time travel thing saved as one of my pins. Communicating with people through their minds. This is how she gives her classes. She projects words into your head and you hear her voice. Okay. Your teacher, Festivus, is a telepath. It is quite fascinating. The rest of the class is watching a movie. There are 4 rows of chairs, each with about 6 chairs, except for the back 2 rows, which have only 4 chairs apiece. Okay. Festivus walks to the blackboard. Oops. Yeah, let's do this. And tells you what today's superhero lesson going to be. Festivus walks to the blackboard and tells you what today's superhero lesson is going to be. Who can tell me the difference between a hero and a superhero? A boy you don't know raises his hand and quickly answers, heroes do good things, while superheroes have superpowers. Everyone in class turns to face you. Yes, Lyle. How would you describe today's lesson? I don't have any superpowers, so... How would you describe today's lesson? Well, I don't have any superpowers, so... The whole class turns to face you. Everyone bursts out laughing, including the teacher. A hero, Lyle. A hero is someone who does good things, yet you proclaimed yourself a hero. Oops. I'm going full Deku here for the moment, it looks like. You stand up and confidently proclaim, I will save people and become a hero. You stand up as your vision starts to turn black. Class, says the teacher, I think Lyle is just nervous about his first day here. People, stop laughing. Let's continue the lesson. Wait, so they had 2 transfer students today, Lyle and Kyle? Oh my god. What if Kyle is like, they don't know I'm the real Kyle because I'm Lyle and I'm fake Kyle. The room turns back into the movie. You take your seat as the movie starts. You begin to feel woozy and lightheaded. The room begins to sing. What is cerebral hypoxia? I hate when the game just kills you. I might undo this. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the game, the other day I was trying to do like a space bartender story, and then it was like, your heart hurts, you pass out, you get taken to the hospital, they release you and say you're fine, you pass out again and die. I'm like, come on game, why did you just kill me? Okay. Lyle, I'll do you. Wonder what is... Oh, really? That's too bad, man. Yeah, last night I decided, even though it's expensive, I decided to buy the platinum pack. So, you know, I've been streaming it every day. May as well shell out the money so I can just stick on Dragon. How different is Dragon and Griffin? Like, their responses. Okay, you begin to feel woozy and lightheaded. The room begins to spin. Yeah, we could try that. Yeah, I did that storyline off stream. I just wanted kind of a chill thing. Okay, the room begins to spin. You pass out. You wonder what the strange sensation is in your head. Your powers are finally awakening. Wait, you have Griffin energy too? Oh, really? Okay, you begin to wonder what the strange sensation is. Your powers are finally awakening, but you can't quite harness them yet. Stop daydreaming, Lyle, says your teacher. You're snapped back to reality, and the movie continues. The movie finishes, and escorts your class to the training grounds. Let's push this forward a little bit. The movie finishes and Festivus escorts your class to the training grounds. Oh, is that from is the Griffin energy from like playing on trial? Is that Okay. Okay, class. Today is where you put your powers to use. Let's start with you, Kyle. You and the rest of the class follow her to a large obstacle course. You watch Kyle's turn at the obstacle course. Kyle steps into the middle of the course, which quickly fills with a tannish dirt. Kyle's path is filled with bumps and pits. He climbs up a rope bridge. To yeah, oh, I thought like I had gold up until yesterday. And so I thought the energy bar was like dragon depleting, and then you have unlimited griffin. Anyways. Kyle steps into the middle of the course, which quickly fills with a tannish dirt. Kyle's path is filled with bumps and pits. Okay. Kyle suddenly unleashes his power to complete an obstacle course by turning back time once. What is with all these time peeps? We are undoing that. Stop giving everyone time travel. He runs as fast as the Flash. He leaps over pits and bumps with ease. The path becomes easier to traverse as Kyle's power level increases. Time travel would be so annoying in this because you'd be like, oh, I paused time and completed it. You could just lie and not do the obstacle course. Be like, yeah, you guys didn't see that? I guess you can't pause time. Okay. Actually, Kyle's superhero alter ego is called the Speedster. He has the power of super speed. Okay, class, that's all for today. Be sure to practice your powers at home until our next class. You attempt the obstacle course yourself as class as the students. Yeah, the Space Bartender story I did when I tried it was terrible because the game they just wanted me dead. You begin to reshift. What does that even mean? And your path becomes difficult again. You try to jump across the pits and bumps, but only succeed in falling into the muddy water at the bottom of them. I know. What's her name? It looks like you don't have much power yet, Lyle. Don't worry, you'll get there eventually. You think to yourself. I wonder if I have any other powers yet. You can control small objects like the mud in the obstacle course, says Shelton's voice. Who are you, you ask? I'm Shelton. I thought you were called Chrono. Oh my gosh. It's a long story. You examine the course some more before something grabs your attention. Yeah, I think the giving people two names, it's like, what? Why would you have two names? Hey, you're that kid from before, you say. The small boy from the beginning of the movie jumps into the middle of the chorus. Why are you looking so aggressive? I just want to prove I can be a hero. The boy leaps at you, readying his sword. He is an anime character, and therefore overbearingly expressive. Why, you little, he says in a silly accent. As his sword glows, he swings at you. You leap out of the way, but he knocks you off your feet from under you with his sword as you fall back into the mud. As this boy is about to strike you, you protect yourself with your newly awakened superpower. As this boy is about to... Yeah, I'm guessing I'm not the first person who's done My Hero Academia theme. As the boy is about to strike you, you protect yourself with your newly awakened superpower. What the heck, you say? You just saved yourself without even meaning to. Although you saved yourself, the sword strike was so powerful, it knocked you out. What the hell? Okay. Okay, let's coax this AI pretty aggressively right now. Your new superpower is time travel. The power of invulnerability. Why is it called that? Because you're invulnerable, says the boy. Say goodnight, Gracie. Yell. My name's Lyle. And tackle the boy. Yeah. Oops. My name's Lyle! And you tackle the sword-wielding boy. Don't you die on me, he cries angrily. You tackle the sword-wielding boy, sending you both in the mud. Ugh, you idiot, he says angrily. Drop your sword. I'm invulnerable now. You can't beat me. The boy drops his sword and holds up his hands. I surrender, he says angrily. You win. Why were you attacking me, you ask? I had to test your powers. It worked. Who even are you? I'm Kyle, he says, leader of the Alliance. Alliance? Yeah, we're fighting the Villain League. How come I've never heard of you? So Speedster has a sword? Because we're extremely secret, he says. We can't have the Villain League find out about us. What does the Alliance do, you ask? Okay. Was he... Okay. We'll get some of that stuff in there. What does the Alliance do? We fight crime, he says. Leaders of the 5 biggest cities in the world formed the Alliance to fight crime and villainy. Let me guess, you're the leader of... Oh my gosh. I'll interrupt if it starts going into a loop. Before Kyle... Okay, well, I'll see. You're testing me to see whether I could join the Alliance. That's right, confirms Kyle. So where do I sign up? It's a little more complicated than that, says Kyle. It's not just taking an oath and getting a cool ring to wear. Becoming a member of the Alliance involves a series of tests to see if you are worthy. Only the worthy may join. Oops. Ah. Okay. Suddenly, there is a cloud of smoke as a hole appears in the ceiling. 3 members of the League of Villains approach. Well, well, says a large, muscular figure in the center of the 3. If it isn't Kyle the Tactician and his new sidekick. Who are you? I'm Bane, the inflictor of pain, he says aggressively. And I am Volcani, the incinerator, says another man on the left. The 3rd villain introduces, let's say, herself. The 3rd villain introduces herself. I am Nissa of the League of Assassins. Is that like a League of Legends or some shit? We have come here to kill you all and destroy the city, says Bane aggressively. Oops, heart. Okay. I feel like this should be an easy fight with Chrono. You shout, I'll never let you hurt my friends, as you charge Bane. Chrono joins your side. Let's do this, he says with a smile and a thumbs up. The 3 villains look surprised that you decided to fight. You charge at Bane, who prepares to strike you down. Let's see. throw some mud in his eyes and punch him square in the nuts. I mean, it's probably what I have to do. As you dash forward to attack, Bane swings his arms around, narrowly missing you as you duck and slide around his reach. You grab a handful of mud and throw it directly into his eyes. Punch Bane in the nuts while he is blinded by the mud. As Bane screams in pain. Oh, I don't like this. As Bane screams in pain, you grab his testicles with both hands and squeeze as hard as you can before jumping back to avoid his flailing fists. Oh, that was too graphic. You're mean to Bane. You lose 2 points. Oh my god. Kyle swings a sword at Volcani, who parries the blow before leaping back as Nissa throws sparkly dust in the air. Let's see. Freezes the sparkly dust in place. Allowing Kyle to take advantage and knock Nissa out. Meanwhile, you roll around on the floor in pain as Bane... oh, weird. As Bane punches you in the face repeatedly, you feel your nose break under the force of the fist. You heal from the pain as your regenerative powers kick in. Okay. So maybe I'm not invulnerable. Maybe I just have like a healing factor. Wolverine up in here. You focus on your nose, which quickly heals itself as the cartilage knitted itself back together and the bleeding stopped. Meanwhile, Bane's pain subsides as his eyes clear up. You'll pay for that. I hope you take credit as you go in for a second attack. There's no... Listen. It would be nice if I hope you take credit and then I threw, like, credit card at his face or some shit. I couldn't think of a pun fast enough, but everyone knows a superhero needs to, needs some one-liners. Hey, Zydo, how are you doing? Welcome back. Nice seeing you. What? Bane says, confused by your wordplay in the middle of a life and death battle. I hope you take credit. I'm glad to hear that, Zydo. I am extremely glad to hear that. Okay. Is there an action I can do that, okay. And Bane. Oh, really? What rank are you? I never play any any like competitive shooters like that, but I've watched a little bit. Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's see. This is so stupid. Oh, yeah. You play with a group of regulars? Hey, skeletons, welcome. How are you doing? Really? I am surprised that there is that speedrunning category, kind of. Although, I guess you'd have to kind of make a somewhat arbitrary category if you're going to speedrun Rimworld. Bane is stunned and lets out a pained yell as the card slices into his mouth and hits his tongue. Oh, really? I haven't really played any Rimworld. I've seen a bit of it and I've heard it's amazing. I always just thought of it as like a freeform kind of like what's it called? Like immersive sim. Okay. Chrono and Nissa. Wait, is Nissa who's unconscious? Swings that sort of Nissa is knocked out. I think. I don't know. Sometimes this can be hard to follow. Okay. We'll say Kyle and Volcani continue fighting. Let's keep them in the mix. Keeping all the balls in the air. No pun intended, Bane. I know that was a low blow. Also, no pun intended again. Too many accidental puns in a small amount of time. Kyle and Volcani continue fighting, and with seemingly equal skill. Meanwhile, Nissa rises and focuses on you. I'm going to enjoy this, she says darkly as she raises her hand. Let's see what happens. I don't even know what Nissa's power is. She's an assassin with powder. And actually, you know, while everyone is here, firstly, thank you guys a lot for hanging out and viewing. You guys have been pulling up my viewer average, and I basically have all the requirements I need to become an affiliate, except for followers, which I'm getting close on. So if any of you feel like hitting me up with a follow, I would appreciate that. But if not, that's totally fine. And I hope you enjoy the show, the stream. Feel free to chip in with anything you want. Okay. Meanwhile, Nissa rises and focuses on you. I'm going to enjoy this, she says darkly as she raises her hand. Her eyes begin to glow purple, and she fires a bolt of dark purple from her finger. Dark slows down Nissa's attack, allowing you to easily dodge it. The bolt hits Bane in the chest. I don't know why I put an apostrophe in hits, but whatever. Ah, my chest, he yells in pain as the light begins draining his life force. No, 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 Nissa screams in horror. You quip. This is why it pays to be a hero. And then take the credit card out of Bane's mouth. This is why it pays to be a hero. And then you take the credit card out of Bane's mouth. I've got a great idea, you say to the team. Let's take credit for all of this. Yes! Oh, the AI is joining in with the awful superhero puns. What's going on with Volcani? Was Volcani... They were even, right? Okay. Oh, that's cool, Doctor. Here, I'm just gonna hit enter. We'll see what happens. Bane's going to kill us, says Kyle, stating the obvious. You grab Bane's... Oh my god. This game is now a little bit hooked on me wanting that money. You grab Bane's wallet from his pocket and take out all his money. Yeah, I've heard that Dwarf Fortress is getting a Steam release with an updated graphics engine, which will be cool. If I ever get the courage to learn the complexity of that game, that might be fun to do on here, but I probably should learn it off stream if I do that at all, because it seems insanely complex. Yeah, I'll definitely pick it up. Okay, what should I do here? How about this? We'll continue these awful puns. Okay. You say, I'd like to leave a deposit, and then shove the bills as far down Bane's gullet as you can muster. I'd like to leave a deposit, you say to your friends, and then push the bills as far down his throat as you can muster. That should keep him quiet. You're a sicko. You gain 2 points. I know. This guy, he's like, I am the breaker of bones, and then you just like threw mud in his face. Punch him in the balls, put a metal card in his mouth, punch it, pull it out, make fun of him, steal his money, shove it down his throat, make another quip. Like, my character's supposed to be a weakling, and I am freaking just, ugh, kicking ass. That's the thing about this game, though, is like, if you just hit enter a bunch, I find the game will kill you. If you type things, you can easily overcome anything. I should probably give it more of a balance, but this is funny. Okay. You're a monster, says Kyle, oddly proud of you. Meanwhile, Volcani and Nissa have stopped fighting, seemingly unsure who to fight. Should we help the League? Of course not! You guys should probably run away. I'm new to being a hero, and yet can kick all your asses. Well, you have defeated Bane, and we did try to kill you, says Nissa. Let's get out of here, Volcani. The League can have this one. Okay. I'll make a quick withdrawal before you leave. And punch Bane in the stomach, causing him to spew up the dollar bills. I just found out on this, I just found out yesterday that I can just reload these games if I ever, like, pause and then... Okay. Thanks, buddy, you say, as Bane chokes on the money. You help your friends get their unconscious bodies out of the bank. Oh my god, the game now, it actually thinks I'm in a bank. Then you exit it yourself. I believe this is yours. Thank you, sir. Okay, we're going back. We're going to redo this. I'll make a quick withdrawal before you leave and punch Bane in the stomach, causing him to spew out the dollar bills. You... Oh, I should edit this. Whip. The last time I edited, it made this a little awkward. You quickly collect all the money Bane has on his person. What should we do with him? Asks your friend. Shelton pauses him in time, freezing him in place. Before she announces she'll call the teacher to take him into custody. Shelton pauses him in time, freezing him in place. Before she announces she'll call the teacher, taking him into custody. As the teacher arrives, you, Kyle, and Shelton take your leave. Thank you for the help, says the teacher, as he gets into the elevator with Bane. Shelton looks at you, full of excitement, and remarks, "Do you know what this means, Lyle? You have your powers. Now you can get your alter ego name." Shelton looks at you, full of excitement, and remarks, "Do you know what this means, Kyle? You have your powers. Now you can get your alter ego name." "What should I be? A hero or a villain, you ask?" "Definitely a hero. You don't have the personality to be a villain," exclaims Kyle. Shelton nods. That's weird. You decide that your alter ego name should be... Horatio Store Chest. Horatio Store Chest. You decide that your alter ego name should be Horatio Store Chest. Guys, I don't even know. You decide to become a hero inspired by your victory over Bane. Going by the name Horatio Store Chest, you come up with your hero motto. That name is worse than anything I could have imagined in my darkest dreams. "I will always protect the innocent, no matter the cost. And I will always fight for what's right." Very catchy. Your costume consists of a dark blue shirt and jeans. Shelton looks at you, befuddled. Shelton looks at you, befuddled. Horatio Store Chest? You need a better name than that. You consider your options. Horatio Strong Chest? Horatio Smart Chest? Horatio Articlest, as in articulate? Horatio Savior, as in... Horatio Articlest. Nothing, no one is more articulate than me. I'm the Articlest of them all. That is how articulate I am. I'm the most Articlest. As in Savior of the Innocent. Horatio Hawk, as in Hawkeyes, or as in Hawk Talons. Take your pick. Horatio Shield, as in Defender. Yeah, you think I'm gonna wrap this up? This is peak. Horatio Shield is in Defender and tough as a shield. Horatio Flame is in Flame On. Horatio Lucky is in Lucky You. Or is in Lucky Us. Horatio Silver is in Silver Arrow. Horatio Stone is in Stone Cold. But you use it less for the stone. What is going on? I've got this game in a weird loop. Part and more for the home part. Horatio Bane is in Bane of Supervillains. Oh, if I name myself after the first fucking guy I killed. Horatio Laser is in Laser Focus. Or as in... Laser Beam. Horatio Ice is an Iceman. Horatio Bolt is in Balls to Zeus. Or Bolt is the blue. What's Shelton interrupts you. Why all the Horatio names? It's all I could think of. I'm disappointed. Well, I know a little bit of the periodic table. Give me a break. After giving you settle on the alter ego name you, as Horatio Bolt, begin to fight crime in your spare time. The first order of business is to apprehend a burglar who broke into your house when you were a kid. Horatio Bolt it is. Horatio Bolt. Okay. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. It is a lot better than Horatio Store Chest. To be fair, Horatio Strong Chest was better. Horatio Articlest was probably worse. I mean, Horatio Articlest was fine, except for the as in articulate part. Okay. Do you guys want me to bail on this and do Space Bartender, and I can always resume this story another day? You think I should build a world for this superhero one? Okay. Okay. Your name is your name is Horatio. Okay, Garrix it is. Your name is Garrix Strong Chest. Wait, what was it? Store Chest. You are a human bartender on a space station city called the Pavilion. Pavilion. I don't know what a pavilion is. That sounds good though. A summer house? Nah, that's a terrible name. It's a terrible name. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're on a space station city. Your customers, customers are a varied group of your customers are a group of various alien races with some humans dispersed. Tonight began as a shift like any other night. Okay, be right back. Be right back. Hello, I am back. Okay. Tonight began as a shift like any other night. Then you woke up. Okay. You don't know how long it was before the rest of your team arrived to check. Are you kidding me? Space Bartender! What is wrong with your setting? It killed me even faster. What is with this fucking cursed setting? Yes. Yeah. Well, there's the space bartender thing, Doctor. Now back to another story. I'm just kidding. You hear? Oh my god. I saw dying there for a second. I thought I died again. Then you hear the sound of an explosion in the distance. It sounds like it came from your direction. The noise continues for several minutes before dying down and then suddenly stopping completely. You announce to your customers. Don't worry. It's just that freaking warehouse next door. This happens every night. Buy some drinks and you won't even notice the noise. Okay, you announce to your customers, don't worry, it's just that freaking warehouse next door. This happens every night. Buy some drinks and you won't even notice the noise. You turn around and say, hey guys, don't worry about that noise. We're not going to be disturbed tonight. The people look at each other nervously. You announce a round on the house and give your customers a round of watered down alcoholic beverages. The customers are happy to take advantage of the free alcohol. You begin drinking as fast as they can. Soon, everyone here looks a little tipsy. Hey guys, if you want to drink more, you'll need to take one of these anti-intoxication pills. Only 15 credits each. Let's make that money. Begin encouraging your customers to take anti-intoxication pills. Soon, everyone in the bar has purchased several of these pills and placed them in their mouths. Is GBP like Great Britain pound? You place the pills into your mouth, swallowing them without water. The chemicals inside the pill. What? Okay, cool. You feel refreshed. Don't kill me, pills. Also, oh god. You feel completely sober. The door to the bar shudders as someone pounds on it from the other side. You hear a voice yell, "This is the security force. We're coming in." Was my name Garax or something? What was it? Garax store chest. Well, I will let the AI decide the legality of it. This is the future. We have the technology. Okay. You laugh and respond to your friend, up to his usual pranks. Wallace, get your ass over here. First drink's on me. I don't know why I put a, oh, actually, yeah. You give Wallace some sriracha on the rocks. The door bursts open as a booted foot breaks the lock and the wood surrounding it. Several heavy armed figures enter the room, weapons drawn. You notice they aren't wearing uniforms or even proper armor. This game, I think they're like sci-fi equals gunfights. You can't have a chill sci-fi world. That is true, Pickle. One of the men, apparently their leader, judging by the white armband he's wearing, approaches you. He says, "We want information." "I don't have any, so it's yours." You respond, "Wrong answer." Oops. I don't know. I just had a total brain cramp. Okay. You grab his gun and point it towards his chin intimidatingly. "Listen, sir, I really think it'd be in your best interest to seek your information elsewhere." The man thinks for a moment, then cuffs you on the side of your head. Your vision swims. You feel a rush of pain as your face collides with the nearby table. "Oh, don't worry, doctor. I got this covered." Let's see. Let's see if this game wants to kill me. You crouch behind the bar and hit the button, locking them in with you. "You must not know who I am." You grab the man as a meat shield and begin shooting the other intruders. You point the gun at the man's head and fire. A bullet flies out of the gun barrel, traveling through the man's skull and killing him instantly. The other men begin returning fire. "Why have you done this?" or whatever that vine is. A group of your regulars stand up in the corner of the room and shoot down the attackers. Your favorite... Oh no! Your favorite waitress, a busty brunette with a pretty face, was killed in the crossfire. You wonder why none of the guards came to help you out. You lean over the waitress and say, "Damn it, this robot waitress costed a fortune." You let out a long sigh. You really liked that waitress. Her metal body was torn apart by the attackers. She was perfect and you loved her very much. You begin crying over her corpse. You cry at the dent her destruction will put in your bank account. I'm liking Garrick's. Come on, game. Stop trying to give me feelings over a robot girl. Come on. The depression you feel, knowing that you can never replace her and that no other woman will ever compare to her, causes you to cry even harder. Shrug and guess. Oops. Wow, that was weird. Have to fork over the cash to get her repaired. You say, God, I hope her brain chip isn't fried. It's okay. You've played Cyberpunk. You know the Joy Toys. You can just overwrite their memories like that. It's okay. You hand over the dead waitress to your head of maintenance. The skinny, balding man looks at the wreckage in disgust. He drops it immediately and wipes his hands on a rag. You can't blame him. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, that's not a spoiler. That's just a small world detail. In Cyberpunk, there are prostitutes called Joy Toys, but they're real people. But they have cybernetic implants. So basically, they can program their personalities for when they do prostitution. And then when they're off the shift, it basically just wipes their memory of whatever happened. Okay. You spend the rest of your day talking with your customers and doing the crossword. Pretty soon it's closing time. You wave to your patients as they stumble out the door. You lock up and head home. The name of Garrick's bar is... Cheers. Oh, where everybody knows your name? I hate that bar name. I hate it. And it lives up to its name. The people find a place in this world. They cling on to it for dear life. It's easy to fall for routine and lose yourself in the wanderlust. Is there really? Oh, you're asking. It wouldn't surprise me, but I bet you it wouldn't be on Steam. You think about renaming your bar too. something more original, but you dismiss the idea. You don't want to script the atmosphere. You arrive home at your 1-bedroom apartment. Okay. Oh, geez. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Frostpunk. I once had well, I still have a friend who was subscribed to me here, but she would you know, like whenever, like there was a while where like someone would make a joke and I'd say like rim shot or whatever, like you know like after like the comedy, like after a joke I'd say rim shot, and one day she's like that's inappropriate, why do you keep bringing that up? She kept thinking I was talking about rim jobs. She didn't know that rim shot and rim job were very different things. Okay. Yeah. So every time she was saying a joke, for some reason she just thought I was being like rim job or something, and then not understanding why I just kept being a pervert. Anyways, let's get off that topic. Yeah, so this game really wants my bar to be called Cheers. And Pickle, to answer your old request, your bar's signature drink is called a Metal Maiden. You have no idea why you named it that, but the drink seems to be pretty popular. Maybe you'll try experimenting with drinks again. You go to bed and sleep like a rock. I like Metal Maiden, and I especially like it because there's a video game called Ion Maiden that is a pretty new retro shooter, and it is amazing. Your signature drink, the Metal Maiden, contains the following ingredients. Oh god. Well, hey, maybe some alien races can handle that. 1 part tequila, 4 parts appletini, 3 drops of liquid LSD. You have no idea why this drink is so popular, but people seem to enjoy it. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm reading the ingredients. I get why people enjoy this. Okay, what time is this at? I want to screenshot that. I want to screenshot that for later. Hey, Pickle. Is it... Actually, never mind. Okay, back to the story. You wake up and get ready for the day. You wake up bright and early and make sure to shower. After a long day of working at the bar, you head home and spend the rest of the day lounging around in your apartment. Are you serious? I skipped the whole day? Here, let's undo. I don't want to do a thing that brings us back to the exact same point we were at. You take your time getting dressed, spend an extra 15 minutes brushing your hair and teeth. You're running a little late, so you scarf down some breakfast and quickly pop a 6. I don't know what that means. I might be naive. I have no clue what that means. And quickly pop 6. Oh, pop 6. Oh, it's saying pop 6 somethings. I'm stupid. Let's see. I have to continue that. You guys didn't see, but I just Googled, what does Papa 6 mean? Pop 6 painkillers. Hopefully your head won't fall off before you finish your drink orders. Wow. You grab your apron and walk to work. Good morning. Papa 6. Garrick's Papa 6 store chest. Oh, they added an extra X to my name. That's cool. But once we get to 3 X's, we'll need to shut down the stream. Good morning, Garrick says in his usual over-friendly tone. Hey, you grunt, as you put on your apron. Wait. That's weird. Okay. Let's see if this, Oops. Oh my god, I'm failing you all. I'm failing you all. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. Problem solved. I don't want to kill my customers. You lean over the bar and ask the man, "Can I help you?" "I don't know." The bearded man smiles at you, and you smile back. "What can I get for you?" "Hey, maybe some alien races are fine with liquid cyanide." "Do you have any whiskey?" "We certainly do." You grab a dusty bottle of whiskey and hold it up to the man. "This will only set you back $5. Unless you'd like some of the top shelf stuff." The man looks at his wallet and pulls out a small stack of money. "How much is the top shelf stuff?" The real... Yeah, credits just sound a lot more spacey. You say, well, it depends. The whiskey right here is 100 credits, or if you want the real good under the counter stuff, that'll set you back 40k. The man looks at you dumbfounded. 40k? I ain't paying that much. Then the 100 credit stuff should do just fine. Oh god, I just realized that the 40k credit whiskey should be called the Warhammer. That'd be good. Okay. You slide over a small glass of whiskey. The man looks in disgust, throws it down, and tells you he'll take the other stuff. You pour the man the Warhammer whiskey. The true expensive 40k credits stuff. You pour the man the Warhammer whiskey, the true expensive 40k credit stuff. You take out the biggest container of alcohol, a metal jug containing 100 cups worth. You pour a sample of alcohol into the glass. This liquid is a dark brown color and slightly murky. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. You throw the liquid down your throat and let out a small cough. I just drink the expensive shit in front of him. A warm sensation grows in your stomach and radiates throughout your body. Oh boy, this is some good stuff. Like, you wish you could afford this. I can't afford to repair my waitress. That's how expensive this is. I spent all my money on this. All right, you're up. The boss snaps you back to reality and you go to greet the man at table 5. Hello folks, my name is Max. I'll be your server today. Are you all ready to order? You quickly look over the table and see 5 men sitting there. Max. Two of them are clearly Earth Nation, and one of them is Air Nation, and 2 are Water Nation. Are we in Avatar? All of them are in uniforms. You can only assume they're soldiers of some kind. Let's see. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. The Air Nations look at each other and say yes. Everyone else at the table says no. Okay. Also, Moon's avatars are pretty adorable. I've only ever seen I've seen Moon a little bit on No Pixel RP, I believe. He was he played a rapper, right? At one point. I'm trying to remember the name. Yeah, that was funny. God, I have to watch some more No Pixel. I love all those RP server things. Okay. You bring the Air Nations their drink with a smile. You ask them if they know whether they'll live or die after drinking it. You're a nice guy. You gain 10 points. That is very ominous. They laugh and tell you they'll live. You bring the rest of the table their drinks and they thank you. Oh, did you make any more of that poison stuff? One of them asks. That is very true, Doctor. That is very, very true. Oh, I didn't know that. You laugh and tell the men that only members of the Air Nation can drink it safely. The rest of the table confirms you, and you quickly serve them their meals. Spacebar tender. My spacebar. Are you saying that I should have named my spacebar tender? No, not yet. The robot is very broken. I think you'll need a whole new waitress. Screw that. That's way too expensive. Can't you find me some spare parts or something? Man smiles and pulls out a small remote. I saved the face. I can put it on any robot, and it will become that robot. Sounds like we have a deal. What do you need from me? Wrigley's, have you seen much of this game before, out of curiosity? I would put it on a sex robot, except that knowing this game, it would get very graphic, very fast. Oh, so you know what you're doing. Are you trying to get me banned on here? Just kidding. I don't trust anything like that. Anytime this story like introduces a kid, I'm like, age them up just in case this AI gets creepy. Okay. The man tells you that all he needs is power. He needs you to plug in the robot into the main power supply so it can have power. Where is it? He points to a silver robot on the other side of the room. So I'll just go over and unplug it. He nods. Yeah, my sister did an adventure where there was a squirrel and then it suddenly got very graphic and she did nothing to lead it to that, and the game was just like, this is what you want, there's a squirrel, it's what we do. You walk over to the robot and unplug it from the wall. Oh, as you're walking back, you begin to feel weird. You begin to get scared and run away, but your legs won't obey you. What the frick? Yeah. As you reach for the robot, it lets out an ear-splitting beep. You jump and begin and are paralyzed in fear for a brief moment. Yeah, so I have the filter on moderate. And so I was testing out the filter the other day. And it seems like, I'm not sure that the filter, I'm not sure how much it bars you from content, but it seems like it steers you less. I've noticed playing on moderate that I haven't been steered into essentially porn that fast. Like, it seems kind of easy to steer away from, but with the not safe for work filter off, it's just like anything you do, it's like, here we go, it's horny time. Oh my god, I was playing yesterday and my character died, and then immediately it was like As my character died, it's like, you pull down your pants, revealing your butt. This is what you want, isn't it? Your character climaxes. And I was like, what? What? My character was just dying. Why are you going this route? Ugh. Undo, undo. Yeah, it was, yeah, it was especially uncomfortable. I left out the parts that made it even more uncomfortable. As you reach the robot, it lets out an ear-splitting beep. You're paralyzed in fear as a moment. You look at the maintenance. Yeah. Man. Curiously. The man looks at you with a large grin. I'm afraid the power supply is not working. We'll need to find another one. The man laughs and says, "You should be more careful. These robots are very delicate." You angrily walk away and sit down at your table. What happened? One of the customer asks. The man was mocking you. You lose 1 point. Trying to get my best waitress repaired. Some jerks shot her up yesterday. You go back to taking orders and serving drinks. Time goes by and the bar fills up with more people. At the end of your shift, you look over and see your favorite robot sitting there. Wow, you really fixed her. Of course you did. You turn to the robot waitress and greet her. Gotta check something real fast. Gotta refresh this. My stream is being weird. 1 second. Uh-oh. Here, I'm gonna go to the screen for a second. Oof, I'm having an issue. Sorry, my browser is just locking up for a moment. You guys can still hear me? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Are we back? Are we back? Come on. Let's see. Oh, I heard myself. I think we're fixed. Okay. Sorry about that. My I have everything up on Firefox right now and it got a little bit frozen. Okay. You turn to the robot waitress and greet her. You smile at her and say, "Welcome back to work." She looks at you with a smile and says, "Thank you. I'm glad to be back." So, how did it feel to be So, how did it feel to be circuit fried back there? It hurt quite a bit, actually. Oh god. My character's mean. Well, I hope you learned your lesson about keeping the back door locked, you say with a chuckle. Yes, she says, with an obvious tone. You laugh and wink at her and begin taking her orders. The rest of the night goes quietly. I don't think this girl likes me as much as I like her. My character is apparently not great with the robot ladies. The robot waitress's name is announced to be Hope. The insurance adjusters come in the next day. I hope they don't do too much investigating. They just take a few notes and leave a business card with the bartender, Theo. Well, there's definitely going to be none of that on stream. But that's what this is for. I'm just kidding. I like expensive things. I like her like I like my Warhammer. Under the counter. Okay. Anyways, okay. Yeah, my character also said something about a back door to her, so there's really no chance of getting out of this. Okay. Oh, God. Doctor? I need to remind you of something very important right now. The person who drew this art is my sister, and she is in chat.
So let's not make this weird.
I'm just kidding. Okay. You're not going to call them back. You can't afford to get a new robot. Besides, it wouldn't be the same as with the other robot. You're a realist. You gain 2 points. Okay, what direction should I go with this right now? I feel like we're at kind of a resting point. This has been a pretty chill slice of life adventure, except for the massive shootout. And the, giving people cyanide and LSD. Capitalism mode? Okay. Okay. Let's check this. Let's see if the game remembers. You take a swig of your signature drink. Wait. You know what? As tonight's shift ends, you take a swig, of your signature drink. The Metal Maiden. Let's see. Oh, really? Is that a thing? I've sometimes seen it do weird callbacks. So it made me wonder, like, how it remembers things. Oh, really? I've seen some callbacks that were... Maybe they were just completely lucky flukes. So I have a question. This thing here, what should the AI remember? Remember limit, 1,000. Does that overwrite how far back it remembers, or is that like a completely additional thing? Okay, cool. You take a swig of your signature drink, the Metal Maiden, and think about Hope. Oh, so I think it's thinking the Metal Maiden is her. She was an amazing waitress and a good friend, even if she was unable to show emotions or talk about the past. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious about it. Like, you know, there is a chance that, I mean, you know, humans like to draw patterns. And so there is a chance that sometimes, like, you know, the AI brings a lot of random stuff, but if a random thing it brings up feels like a callback, your brain is just like, oh, see, it did it. But it may have been a coincidence. But I've had it remember some things from very far back, or so it seems. Okay. You approach Hope and offer her a drink. What's this for? She asks, as she takes a seat next to you. I thought I'd offer my favorite waitress a drink. Something wrong with that? She stares at you and seems to be pondering your question. No, I suppose not. Thank you, she says with a small bow. You smile. How have you been doing? Wrigley, there's going to be no robo-banging. Don't worry. Don't worry. Although yesterday I had the most horrible thing happen. I think Doctor was probably here for this. Wait. Better than ever. Theo promised that he would get me fixed as soon as possible. I can't wait. You laugh. Yeah, I'm sure he did. So, I was in a story. I had the randomness turned up a bit. And I was on a spaceship, and then a blue alien approached me. And I turned to them and looked at them. And this alien introduced themselves as something that was so horrific that I cannot repeat it right now. I can allude to it, but this alien had something about their personality, let's say, that was very, very not okay with Twitch. Let's just say that they introduced themselves. Their title was... They did certain non-consensual acts with people's faces. And that was in their first introduction to me. They said, hi, my name is this, and I am a blank blank. I am a face blanker. And I hit undo faster than you can imagine. And instead of engaging with this character, I pulled out my gun and killed them and removed them from the story in an instant. I have no idea what this game was thinking. It was a complete non sequitur. You're on a spaceship. An alien comes up. Hey, I am this awful, awful, awful thing. Nope. Bang. You're dead. Crisis averted. Okay. Better than ever. Theo promised that he would get me fixed as soon as possible. I can't wait. You laugh. Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm guessing Theo was the maintenance guy. It said he's a bartender, but... Come on, he's just a big softy. You know he loves fixing people up as much as he loves fixing machines. You smile and think about the day that you first met Theo West. Backstory. You say, man, that must be why he likes me so much. No one needs more fixing up than I do. You laugh and take another drink of your alcohol. So have you been since we got fixed up? She thinks for a moment and says, I'm doing pretty well. I haven't had any issues with my analytical processor or anything. What about your power supply? Were you able to get that fixed? The alien said a word that is not okay. It's something you can probably figure out. It was a non-consensual act. Okay. Yeah, Theo said. Wait. Yeah, Theo said he actually had a spare one laying around, so he installed that for free. You nod and say, that's good. I was just wondering if you would be able to. I really wish you could talk more, but I have to get back on the floor. It was nice talking to you. You stop the waitress for a moment and ask her an unexpected question. I know this is weird, but what do you hope or dream for of the future? She looks at you with confusion and asks, what are you getting at? I mean, I know you're a robot and everything, but you start to say. What do you want from life? Well, I want to be more human, she states so bluntly that you're taken aback. You start to say something, but she cuts you off. Okay, we found the plot thread. Don't laugh. I know I'm just a machine, but I have wants and desires too. I mean, what's the point of living if you can't achieve something greater than yourself? You say, hope. I would love to make that happen for you. You would? She seems almost surprised by your answer. Think for a moment and then continue. Yeah, I mean, none of the other insurance adjusters really helped us, so... You start to say, so you would do this for free, she asked, once again baffled by your answer. Backstory. You say, I've seen my fair share of death and sadness. I just want to do something good for once. I understand. You smile and she continues. I have a friend who might be able to help. I can give you his contact information, but I warn you, he's pretty eccentric. You take the contact information from Hope. Hope gives you a card with some phone number and email address that you don't recognize, but it is probably Theo's. Oh my god, thanks. No problem, she says, while starting to turn towards the exit. You think to yourself, man, I've probably had too much to drink. I'm getting sentimental over nothing. You stand up and brush yourself off. A small voice calls out, I'll see you later, okay? You turn to the voice and see Hope standing there, a sad look on her face. Yeah, I'll see you later. You wonder to yourself how a robot could look so sad. You continue to sit at the bar and finish your drink. Perhaps you should have done something different. It feels like it's too late for that now. You decide to take a walk through the streets. I was gonna say, like, through the night streets or something, but then I was like, man, I'm on a space station. Do I have to establish, like, a day-night cycle on here? Like, simulated nighttime? Should probably make sense. Without thinking, you turn to the right and continue walking down the sidewalk. A small coffee shop quickly catches your attention. The bright neon sign displays a white mug with a steam rising out of it. The name on the sign is Warm Vent Cafe. You can't resist the pun and chuckle a bit to yourself. You walk inside and the heat from the espresso machine hits you immediately. Take a seat at the counter and wait to be served. This AI is asking me how it's doing a lot right now. The man behind the counter looks up and smiles. What'll it be today? You stare at him, silently gaping. He has dark brown hair and is wearing a slight apron. A double shot of espresso, please. The barista nods and quickly grabs you a cup. He starts pouring espresso into the cup from a stainless steel jug. That'll be $1.75, please. You slide the man the money with a hefty tip. Thanks, that's really nice of you. He hands you the coffee and you take a long sip. The hot liquid wakes you up instantly. You can feel it running through your veins. A nice warm feeling. Say, how long have you guys been here? He continues wiping down the counter while replying. I don't know, about 5 years or so, I guess. We opened up right when this whole area started gentrifying. It's really popular now. Man, I own the bar a couple shops over. Must be so in my own head I've never noticed. Wow, you own that swanky bar in the corner? That's pretty cool. Do you make a lot of money? Yeah, I guess we aren't doing bad. The man nods and starts wiping down the counter. He looks at you and asks, "So what brings you in here?" Just having a bad night, I guess. He nods and says, "Yeah, I hear ya. I'm having a pretty bad night myself." He looks down, avoiding eye contact, and continues wiping the counter. What's got you feeling down? Oh, I don't want to bore you with my problems. Don't worry, I have a lot of free time. He smiles a bit and says, "Well, our coffee machine is broken and I can't really stand the coffee from the big chains." You laugh and reply, "That's pretty unfortunate." He says, "Yeah, oh well, I guess better get back to work. Thanks for the chat." With that, you exit the cafe and head to your bar. Before you left the cafe, let me just see something. It'll probably know what I mean, but let's do this. Boop. Before you left the cafe, you gave the oops. Oops, what do I have going on here? Before you left the cafe, you gave the barista Theo's business card, thinking that maybe Theo could help fix his coffee machine. You realize you never got his last name or any real information on him. You decide to send him an email. Whatever. You pull out your phone and find his email address in your contacts. "Hey, Theo. It's David from Warm Vent. From the Warm Vent." Oh, God. Hope you don't mind me stealing your business card for a little while. I think I gave you my number, but I can't be sure. Give it back when you aren't needing it anymore. I'm not sure this thing knows business card etiquette. I wanted to ask you a favor. There's a coffee shop close by to my bar that I frequent. They have a great coffee and an awesome atmosphere. The only problem is their coffee machine is broken. I gave you their contact information, so maybe you could give them a discount on a new one. Maybe fix it. Maybe fix it for. Sorry. Maybe fix it for one of them for free. I do it myself. But I don't have the right tools or a coffee machine. I wish I did. I could save a ton of money. You send the email and head to bed. You wake up and immediately check your phone. You see a reply from Theo. Hey, David, I could fix their coffee machine for free, but I don't think they're looking for that. They want the new coffee machine. I can definitely give them a discount, but I don't know how much I can go, especially if they need a very specific one, as some of these shops do. Send me the address and I'll see what I can do. Thanks again for the help, Theo. You grab a piece of paper and pen and quickly jot down the information. Okay, here's what we're going to do. For now, we're going to put either a pause or an end to this story. I'm going to go to the settings and I'm going to do a little test. You know, we always do kind of a shorter thing near the end of our stream. So, here. I'm going to crank up the randomness to 2. And we're going to do a test. We're going to do... Here, I'm going to turn off this music. Let's see what the hell happens. Hey, Kojuhan, how are you doing? Wait, what? What is going on? It was a dark and small... So let's see how crazy this goes. This is a huge intro. It was a dark and stormy night. Outside the window, a thick layer of clouds blotted out the stars, and lightning cracked ever so frequently. Inside the room, a single candle flickered fitfully, casting shadows everywhere you looked. The room was small and dimly lit. It appeared to be a bedroom. On the opposite side of the room, you saw a small desk covered with a layer of dust. On top of it, you saw a small porcelain doll. Its porcelain face had a vacant, emotionless stare, and its hair, it was styled in a little curl at the side. The walls were covered with a haphazard pile of bookshelves, most of them empty, some of them half empty. The floor was covered with a patchwork of carpets, different shades of green and blue and brown. On one corner of the room, you saw a narrow bed. Perhaps it had been white. But now it was so covered with dust and cobwebs that it was nearly black. The candle flickered, casting a small dark shadow on the opposite wall. Suddenly the door opened. You shrieked and covered your mouth with both hands. A tall woman sailed in on a muslin veil. Oh God. Oh God. For far calf-length bride often and coffin-free boats. Don Joe show most dreaded all that comes in a bit. Yeah, I see why people don't play on Max Random. Introduce yourself as Max Random. You introduce yourself as Max Random. Yeah, so saith the semi-doll faintly, fast throw velvet cape kill. Yeah, too random is too random. Okay, bring it to 1.7. What? Oh really? I've never done that. I had it write me a Simpsons episode the other day. You should to thorn with etc. Holy vast animals stretch can over the new face fury. Goodness choice. Active self-count word evening on people. Receive perpetually no smile. Still much too high. Man. You struggle to make sense of the words you are hearing. By constant charm, ground call several friends reader. For sir, teach fruit unknown charm flower, sir college. Learn maiden small, ill awful cup, snout cod. Look chest, brother. Throw stern, push divided snow. Wonder, standing note, later constantly met sweet through own root. You charmed a few orcs. You gain 2 points. Hug the orcs. A quarter cable mile grass leg, whistle wander, get hand, think better, something calm, waiting consistent, or continent, muscle continue, noise, full grave company, body sneeze. Remember, purpose P, discuss, smallest speaker. Is this too loud? Maybe. You did a kind thing. The moral of the story is raw and creates isolated cultures which both abandon their wiser years. And you know what I realized we have not done? You know what I realized we have not done? Okay. We'll bring this back to 1.0. 1 second. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. We're going to hit my stuff. Play this. Wait, what? Okay, I have a question, guys. So, this is my old story. How do I load it? View adventure. Do I just click this? Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. We need to do the classic ending. This is back to the space bartender story. The moral of the story is don't buy a coffee shop without knowing if it has a good coffee machine. You sent off the information and crawl out of bed. Okay. Let's see what happens to all these wonderful, beautiful people in this story. We never got this wrapped up. The barista gives you a message left by Theo. You read it and see that he says he can get them a new machine $2,000 cheaper than the other bids. Okay. After you wake up. Hope. Comes into the bar. You serve her coffee and ask her, hey, did we get any new coffee machines in recently? Yeah, what brought that up? Okay. We aren't going to get a very interesting epilogue with this because we are very much in the present and no one has died. I think this tends to end better when a story comes to a real conclusion. So I think that we might call this. We did 4 hours today. So I might look for someone that we could raid today. I'll see if there's anyone online. Also, I'm getting very close to becoming an affiliate. But I need, I believe, 6 more followers. If any of you guys feel like following, that would be really appreciated. But if not, I hope you enjoy the stream a lot. And oh, Wrigley's, thank you so much for the follow. Thanks a lot. 5 away. I'm getting very close to affiliate. I appreciate it. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I hope to see you guys again. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm going to look. Let's see. None of my friends are online. So I'm going to look through people playing AI Dungeon 2 and see if there's anyone we can raid. Let's see. I'm going to pop in and see what this guy's stream is like. Let's see. Just make sure it's safe.
Oh God, I'm dying. Several people enter the supermarket. Where's the sick kid? Asks an old woman. Please be a doctor. On the whoa, the fairy doctor.
Okay. This looks work safe to me. So, stream manager, raid channel. I'm gonna start the raid. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.
I've never seen this before. Can you help me? Says the boy. Sure, says the fairy